On the 27th of November 2024, 2 days after my 29th birthday, I flew out to Frankfurt in Germany for a European tour of Grease the musical. So after another drive to Heathrow Airport, saying goodbye to some guitars and family, meeting up with the band, we boarded the plane and flew to Frankfurt.
Service to Frankfurt. There we are.
After landing, we collected our luggage, or lack thereof, if you're our trumpet player whose trumpets got left in London. We waited for our driver to take us to the hotel. And we have arrived in Frankfurt. So I think the plan is just to relax for a minute and then we're heading over to the theatre where we're doing rehearsals for the next week for the show. I'm going to set up my guitars tonight over at the theatre and we're going to have some food over there as well, and I think meet the rest of the company, so that's going to be nice. After settling into our hotel, we then headed over to the rehearsal space, set up our gear and had some food and met the company. We were set up for band calls in the foyer of the rehearsal theatre. For those interested, I was given a Kemper stage to use and I brought my own sounds over on a USB stick. Back from the theatre, from setting up our gear. Ready for the first band call in the morning, 10 AM. So just gonna chill for the rest of the evening, I think. So yeah, there you go. That's our travel day to Germany. First band call tomorrow. Morning, day 2. It's a nice day, relatively nice day. Bit cloudy, but all good. About to head down for some breakfast and then we're heading to the theatre for the first band call. Good morning.
What time?
We have to sign in anyway. This is where we're in yesterday, isn't it? Oh, that makes sense, because Harry's with us, yeah. I can't believe they just leave this empty. I mean, it's good that it's actually getting used for something, like a rehearsal space. Doesn't work. Band calls are where the band play the music together for the first time and we make any changes or cuts to the music with the musical supervisor and musical director and tweak any sounds.
No.
Hello.
No. This is when you snap the key in the lock. God. Oh.
After the first band calls, it was time for food and back to the hotel. First day of band calls done. I didn't really film much of it because it's just sort of the first time we're all playing through everything and just getting our fingers around it all. Pretty shattered, to be honest, not gonna lie. We're just back at the hotel now, so I think I'm gonna chill for a bit and then maybe head down to the bar this evening in a little bit with the rest of the band. The next day we headed back to the theatre for more band calls and also moved into the hotel next to the theatre. After the band calls that day, we moved into the main theatre rehearsal space and set up our gear up on the riser where we would be doing the show. Is that alright for you? I was going to ask actually. Oh bloody hell, I tripped already.
I'm going to get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm going to... My room is 922 and there's no lift. Okay, home for the next week. So that's the end of day 2 here with band calls, and we set ourselves up at the back of the stage where we're going to be doing sound check tomorrow and starting tech rehearsals next week. There's company drinks tonight at the hotel bar where we're staying, so I'm going to head there and we crack on again tomorrow. This is what we call a fresh winter's morning. I think it's about -3 this morning, but there we go. Heading for some breakfast and then into the theatre, which is just next door, to start a bit of a sound check, I believe. Yeah, day 3. So that's the theatre there, and that's the hotel behind me. So that was built, I think, back in the 90s for a production of Sunset Boulevard. That's all it got used for. Got shut down. It's been planned to be demolished for ages apparently, but shows just rehearse here, get up and running before they go out on tour or wherever. That's the end of the day. Just got back to the hotel. It's very cold. We played through all the music tonight with the cast for the first time, which is really nice. Sounding good. And then we've got a day off tomorrow in Niederhausen. Good morning. It is our day off here in Niederhausen. Hope that camera angle's okay. I've got to teach an online guitar lesson, so that's what I'm going to be doing in about half an hour's time. This is one of the guitars I brought out with me. I'm gonna just add to the chips. For anyone interested, it's a 1995 Gibson Les Paul Studio, part of the golden era. It's a bit thicker than like the ones you maybe would get now. So I replaced the pickups in it. These are Seymour Duncan Alnico 2s, and I put some Grover tuners on it as well. I recently had it set up by Julian Mullen, guitar tech based in Reading, and he is fantastic. He gave it a fret dress because I use this a lot. You might remember if you've watched some videos of mine, I used this on the Mamma Mia tour last year. The frets were quite worn, had like little grooves in them, so he gave it a fret dress for me, and now it plays like a brand new guitar again. And it's nice and shiny. Don't know how long it'll stay like that for. This is actually my spare guitar on this current tour out here. I'm using my Fender Highway 1 Strat at the moment as my main guitar, and this is kind of here as a backup in case I break a string, etc. Also to keep in the hotel room to practice and teach guitar lessons. I think the plan is I'm going to teach the guitar lesson, and then me and some of the band are going to wander into the local town. Nice sort of chill day. After teaching, I met up with the band and we went for a wander into the local town. Nothing was open as it was a Sunday, but it was something to do. Playlist on Spotify of like Tony Hawk Pro Skater playlist. It was at this point that my GoPro died, but we did find a bakery to have some food and a hot drink. After our day off, it was the start of tech rehearsals. So tech rehearsals are a chance for the technical departments, like scene changes, costume changes, to rehearse and get their timings all right. Often the band don't do too much during these rehearsals, so we're often sat there either on our phones, reading books, doing our tax returns, or if you're the drummer, writing your dissertation. Good morning. It's Friday the 6th of December. It's our final day here in Niederhausen, where we've been rehearsing the show. I'm all in black, as you can tell, because we got dress rehearsal this morning, and then this afternoon we will be packing all the gear up, loading it into the flight cases, and then tomorrow we are heading to Munich for the first venue of the tour. We're there for Christmas for about 4 weeks. First I've got to go have breakfast and a coffee. After the dress run, it was time to pack down all the gear into flight cases, ready for transport to Munich, the first venue of the tour. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so we've finished our last day in Niederhausen. We finished a little bit earlier today. As you saw, we were packing all the gear down into the flight cases to be transported to Munich tomorrow. We got the evening off, so me and some of the guys in the band are going to wander down to the shops that's near here to get some snacks for the 5-hour coach ride tomorrow. So that's pretty much it from Niederhausen and the first week on this stint of the Greece European tour, getting the show up and running. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next video.